What's up, guys? This is Dave from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 2. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video, hit that red subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. Okay, guys, let's take a look at the quarterback position. First off, we've got Lamar Jackson from the Baltimore Ravens playing the Dallas Cowboys, who have one of the worst defenses overall. Lamar Jackson has averaged 23 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 17, 29, and 21 fantasy points in the last 3 games. With a dash rank of 100 and a favorable matchup, he's an absolute must-play. He's projected at 23 fantasy points and is 7,500 on DraftKings. Ownership details aren't available, but given the data, he's bound to be a popular pick. Now, if you're looking to save some salary at the quarterback position, consider Andy Dalton from the Carolina Panthers playing the Las Vegas Raiders, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. Dalton is priced at 4,800 on DraftKings. He hasn't played this season yet in terms of fantasy points, so he's a risky but really low-cost option if you need cap space for other positions. Moving on to the running back position. Alvin Kamara from the New Orleans Saints is playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who have one of the worst defenses overall. Kamara has an impressive average of 35 fantasy points per game. He scored 47 and 22 fantasy points in his last 2 matches. He's got a dash rank of 100 and is projected at 16 fantasy points. At 7,500 on DraftKings, he's a solid investment. Let's also take a look at Jordan Mason from the San Francisco 49ers playing the Los Angeles Rams, who have the absolute worst defense overall. Mason put up 20 and 25 fantasy points in his last 2 games. He's projected at 16 fantasy points and priced at 6,200 on DraftKings. With a dash rank of 100, he's a great flex option. At wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb from the Dallas Cowboys is facing the Baltimore Ravens, who have one of the worst defenses overall. Lamb has averaged 16 fantasy points per game with 19, 14, and 24 in his last 3. He's projected at 22 fantasy points. With a dash rank of 100, CeeDee Lamb at 8,800 on DraftKings is a fantastic pick. If you're looking for a value play, check out Jaan Jennings from the San Francisco 49ers, also playing against the Los Angeles Rams. Jennings averages 9 fantasy points per game and is projected at 7 fantasy points at a salary of just 4,100 on DraftKings. The favorable matchup makes him a good budget pick. For tight ends, we've got George Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers playing the LA Rams, who are the absolute worst defending tight ends. Kittle scored 21, 8, and 5 fantasy points in his last 3 games. With a projection of 12 fantasy points and a dash rank of 100 at 5,700 on DraftKings, Kittle is a great pick. If you need a value tight end, consider Tongs from the 49ers as well. He hasn't scored any fantasy points yet, but with a price of 2,700 on DraftKings, he's a gamble worth considering if you really need to save salary elsewhere. At defense, I like the Cleveland Browns playing the New York Giants, who have one of the worst offenses overall. The Browns scored 10, 2, and 4 fantasy points in the last 3 games. With a projected 8 fantasy points and a salary of 3,800 on DraftKings, they're a solid play for defense. So there you have it, my top NFL DFS picks for Week 2. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or go to DraftDashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Thanks for watching and good luck.